I'm Emily. This is my lumberjack husband. Okay, this is his first beard ever. It's so cute. Okay, Greg, this is my video all about how I just binged. I really did. And it's all about how I'm going to handle it. So stick around. It's right at minute 10, I think, I start talking about my plan for how to handle what just happened. And it involves my plan to care for myself, C-A-R-E. And I'll explain what C-A-R-E stands for in a minute. Bye. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to word all of this, but I have a couple things in mind. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a faithful follower of Christ, and I am addicted to sugar, flour, and binging. Oh, the definition of binge: to devote a certain period of time to a certain activity. And I most definitely just devoted a few minutes of my life to getting this belly full. And it is full, let me tell you. So let me start with the title of this video is I just binged. Now what? But you guys know I have an answer for that. I live by a no guilt, no shame, no worry policy. I do not have shame around what just happened, but I do try and reflect on it and analyze my own behavior and kind of decide and discern and determine how I feel about it and if that's something I want to continue doing or if it's not. Oh, excuse all the trash. I need a kid to take that up to the dumpster. Maybe I can scoot over. Okay. So I want to talk about what just happened, why it just happened, and how I plan on dealing with it. So, by definition, I definitely just binged. I decided to eat my dinner at 2:30. I'm hungry. I'm not anymore. I was hungry. And I thought we have kind of a light night. My husband's going to take the kids to basketball practice. I can be at home. I can go to bed early. I'm just tired. I'm not even really that tired. I'm just hungry. And I'm getting so skinny. I'm just shriveling up to nothing. Okay, that's not true. That's not true. I only show you guys I still have a few pounds to lose. Not many. But I don't have much to lose off my face. So I might look skinnier than I am. Hi, Thomas. Okay. All right. Okay, and I also started my period today. Blah, blah, blah. I started eating that dinner at 2:30, which I've done before. And then it works well because I'm exhausted and I'll just go to bed. I'm not exhausted. I'm just hungry. And I started eating it and it was like this taco leftovers from last night. And once the meat was gone and the cheese was gone, it was a bunch of lettuce and tomato. I was like, oh, this is not enough. This is like rabbit food. So I thought, I'm going for it. I am going for it. My body is demanding calories and I'm going to give it some. And so I ate. Just think, lots of shredded cheddar, sour cream, Triscuits, a bowl of cereal. But here's the truth. My eyes are way bigger than my stomach. And so much just went in the trash. It was sinful and wasteful. Blech. We fantasize about, I'll speak for myself, I fantasize about wanting more food. But really, I enjoy, it's called utility. Utility is the amount of enjoyment you get out of something. So if you bought, say, some cute little red shirt and your utility was through the roof because you just loved it, and you went back for the same one but a different color, you'd like that one pretty well. But if you went back and got 8 or 10 more, you're just not going to enjoy. You're not going to have the same enjoyment out of the 8th or 10th shirt. or the 8th or 10th ice cream cone, or the 8th or 10th anything, like you would the first one that you bought. So anyways, you guys, I just want to point out that the amount of food we get and the amount that we enjoy it is really not something to be taken for granted. Like, I enjoy my Brightline meals. I enjoy every last bite and every last calorie. And ironically, it's better to be left wanting more than feeling like, ugh, get that out of my face. So anyways, I went ahead and just ate, and then halfway through I was like, oh, dang, I was in a 23-day commitment with my mom. Oops, I'm gonna have to let her know. So that's what just happened. Why? I think the excitement of starting maintenance has kind of thrown me for a loop. I think being on my period was a huge excuse. And I think if I'm honest, I ultimately just let myself justify doing it. And, you know, I was thinking, what would Susan Pierce Thompson say if she were sitting right next to me? What would she say if I said, but Susan, what do I do when I'm really, really hungry? Basically, I'd be asking, but what do I do in those moments where I'm starving to death? And I think that's the answer. I'm not starving to death. My addiction won. 1 point for my addiction. Boo. Oh well, this is a battle. I'm gonna win the war. I'm gonna win the war. But my addiction just scored a point. I'll say it. Let me put it that way. Rascally little rabbit. Okay. But my point is, like my friend Jennifer, she's really a sounding board for me too. I could just hear her saying, if I was like, but I had to have it, she would say, no, you didn't. You really didn't. You're still losing weight. Yes, you're on your period. Join the club. But that's going to happen every month. So December 11th was nutso. That's what my connecting the dots was about. That included sugar and flour. Today did not. Yay! I just gave myself extra food. And like I said, so much is in the trash, you know. I will say it was fun having a moment, and this is what I compare it to. It's like when you don't have to set your alarm in the morning and you can just sleep till you want to wake up. It just felt good to eat until I was full. Sorry, I just dropped you in the sink. And I did. I ate until I was full. And surprisingly, the fullness arrived quickly. My belly is not used to doing that. So again, so much went in the trash. So December 11th was a nasty old binge, right? Okay. January 11th, are we seeing a pattern? 30 days, every 30 days. January 11th was just kind of overdoing it on Mexican food, and then the 12th was like, whatever, I'll start again the next day. But again, no sugar or flour. I like to say, you guys hear me when I say this, please. Our bad days now are 10 times better than our good days used to be, okay? What's my point? My point is, we are making progress. Even the fact that I just did what I did, but I don't want to do it again. That's progress. This is all progress. And by the way, one huge reason why I'm making this video is because I don't want one single one of you, not one of you, to think that when I say I'm struggling or I'm with you or blah, blah, don't think that's just talk. That's legit. You all don't hear all the details because these videos would be way too long. But I'm genuinely with you. I'm genuinely struggling. And I don't want any one of you to think, okay, she's finding success. Her program is strong. Now I've just got to get mine strong. No, let's all just every day get a little further than we got the day before. And sometimes that means, when you're on a hike and you're on a journey, you are going to like stumble and fall, but you're literally still further along. I'm not back to square one. I just learned that it's an excuse for me to say, I'm on my period and I'm so skinny, I need to eat. No, that's bull. I'm not starving to death. I do not want to binge. I don't want it to look like that. That's not how I need to do it. It didn't feel good. And let me jump right into how I'm going to handle this. How I'm going to care for myself. You ready for this? C-A-R-E. This is how I'm going to care for myself. Number one, I'm going to confess. I confessed to my mother. And a while ago, my friend Jennifer said, Emily, you should confess. You should confess that you did it. And I was like, no, because I don't feel guilty about it. And she said, well, you don't have to feel guilty to confess. And you kind of do, because I looked it up, and it said to admit taking part in a crime or admit that you had some fault of yours. Okay, well, I do confess. And you know what? I confess to God that I don't like that. I don't like just a free-for-all. Yes, it feels good to sleep until I wake up naturally, but charging my battery is very different than stuffing stuff in my pie hole, stuffing stuff in this body of mine. Just kind of like excitedly, just hurry, before I change my mind. It was fun not weighing and measuring, right? It was like shredded cheddar. I'm surprised I didn't like sprinkle it on my forehead and roll around in it. It's not funny. It's not funny. This is serious. Okay, that was fun. It was fun, not measuring. But it wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. I don't have peace around it. Does it pass the 4? No. Do I have peace around it? No. Was it weight gaining? Yes. Was it healthy? No. Was it escalating? Yeah, it was the escalator. Okay, so no, no, brain, no, that is not how I want to handle things. Let me jump back real quick. December 11th, then January 11th, then here I am today. So I'm starting my streak over tomorrow. I'm trying to earn this. Maybe March 4th, I'll have it. Anybody want to start tomorrow and get 30 days in a row? I'll do my best. It's going to take a miracle. I believe that. This is divine intervention. If you want to start tomorrow, let's get 30 days in a row, and we can check in up underneath this video every day and say, hey, I did it for 30 days. Okay? Join me if you want. If you don't, I understand. Okay, back to C-A-R-E. Number one, confess. So I do think I need to confess. So I confessed to my mother that I broke our commitment. And she was like, your sins are forgiven. She was really funny. She's like, I forgot we were on a commitment. Okay, I confessed to God that that was just kind of over the top, out of whack. And like I said, a bunch of food went in the trash. And you all know I hate that. I hate wasting food. I don't waste food. I love not wasting food. I love getting 12 ounces or 14 ounces of vegetables with like 2 tomatoes and 3 pickles and 10 pieces of corn. Like nothing goes to waste. But right now there's so much good food in my trash. Boo. Oh well, better than in my body right now at this point. So, okay, the next thing I'm gonna do, number 1 is confess. Number 2 is accept. I'm gonna accept that it happened. It did. I accept it. I accept that I'm human. I accept that this journey is not perfect. I accept that this journey there's some uncharted territory. And my friend Jennifer just said it beautifully. She said, hey, Emily, she said, we're in uncharted territory. Uncharted. She said, you know what? We were doing well juggling. And then we started trying to juggle it a little different. So we dropped all the balls. We got to pick them up and rejuggle. So I'm going to keep rejuggling. I am going to still add my 4 ounces of grain every day because I'm still heading towards maintenance. I am still looking forward to losing a little bit more so I can say I lost 100 pounds. I don't know when that'll be at this point now. Whatever, like I said, I probably did not even just now squeeze in that many calories. But we shall see. I'll keep you posted. Might not be next Tuesday, but one of these days I'll break the 100-pound mark, and one of these days I'll get to my goal weight. Anyways, So number 1, confess. Number 2, accept. Number 3, re-engage. And I am re-engaged. So I'm gonna go brush my teeth. I will not do another teeth whitener. By the way, I was gonna jokingly say, maybe I must not have left that teeth whitener in long enough, because I'm kidding. I still came out here and chowed down. And finally, E, I'm going to confess, accept, re-engage, and I'm going to extend grace. I'm going to extend grace to myself exactly like I would to a good friend who just confessed to me. Well, not that they would have to confess to me, but who just shared with me that they ate a bunch of shredded cheddar and Ezekiel cereal and milk. And again, it wasn't much of anything, I swear. By the time I made myself a bowl of cereal for like dessert, literally 2 bites, and it just went in the trash. So, oh well. I mean, really, there's so much obvious progress here. That is not what my binges used to look like. And my mom was like, uh-oh, Emily, is this like one of those binges that you talk about that you like have to work through? I said, you know what? No. It wasn't late at night. It wasn't Graylin. I'm not exhausted. I didn't feel tempted. I felt hungry, like starving. But even that's not an excuse to do what I did. It's just not. It's not how I want to behave. So, you guys, there's all that. I wanted to share with you. I binged. I don't love it, but I also don't want to lead any of you to believe that I'm like not struggling. maybe you're like, oh, Emily, we can tell you're struggling. So anyways, I'm gonna put instead of a big, like I was gonna color it black on my calendar, and I'll take a picture and show you. I'm gonna color it solid pink. I'm just gonna color it solid pink, just to remind me that that was not a day that I claimed victory, but it was a day that I extended grace to myself and extended love to myself, and moved on. So I'm done eating for the day. There's my public declaration. I'm done eating for the day. I've had plenty of calories to last me until breakfast tomorrow morning. I love you guys. You all are absolutely, this is a positive feedback loop. You guys are truly inspiring me. So many of you have reached out and told me different things you got going on. And Rachel, I'm so proud of you. Rachel, that lives in New Zealand. You know what? That trash is really bugging me being in this video, but it's sort of symbolic. Look, I'm not just going to show you all the happy, easy, good times. There's some junk in this journey too. Some junk. It's just kind of part of it, but we can take it out. We can take it out. I can get that trash out of this house, just like I can eventually, one day at a time, one meal at a time, and one habit at a time, and I can get these behaviors out of my life also. That was good for me to realize, you know I don't want to binge late at night. I know I don't want to binge when I'm emotional, okay? I mean, I've made videos about all these different things. But now I know I don't even want to binge when I feel like I'm starving, all right? I told my mom, and like I just told you guys, I really feel like my addiction got one over on me today. All right. I'll give it that one. I mean, these addictions are, they're somewhat sophisticated. And like I told you the other night in that video where I was talking about binge. A binge is a binge is a binge is a binge is a binge. And our addiction's gonna come at us from so many different angles. And today, mine came straight at me like a beeline with, this is legitimate hunger, Emily. But again, that's not how I wanna handle it. So I love you guys. I'm gonna care for myself, C-A-R-E, confess, accept, re-engage. I'm back at it. It's gonna be a bright afternoon, a bright day tomorrow, and extend grace. So here's me loving and loving you. Love you guys. Bye.